Relax now. Feel the weight of the day begin to fade away. You are safe here, resting in warmth as the world outside grows quiet. Listen, in your imagination, to the faint rustle of leaves carried by the evening wind, the gentle crackle of a hearth fire, or the hush of grasslands bending beneath the breath of the earth. Close your eyes and allow yourself to drift backward, far backward, into a time long before cities, before history, before the written word. Tonight, we travel not just through story, but through the ages themselves. We journey to a moment when early human ancestors walked the earth, when the world was wild, untamed, and vast beyond imagination. Let us step softly into a world that existed 3.9 million years ago in the northern lands, where forests met frozen plains, where the winds carried whispers of survival and the quiet courage of those who first began the long human journey. Scene setting. Imagine the air. It is cool and sharp against your cheeks, scented faintly with pine needles and damp soil. The northern lands stretch wide, a patchwork of forest groves, open grasslands, and long stretches of barren earth dusted with frost. The sky above is pale, a canvas of soft grays and whites, as migrating birds trace patterns overhead. Far below, near the shelter of a crooked river, a small band of early hominins moves steadily forward. Their footprints mark the mud and frozen earth, each step a quiet promise of endurance. They are not yet the humans you know, but their eyes, deep and searching, hold a spark of familiarity. They carry with them not tools of metal or words of story, but something simpler, the instinct to walk, to survive, to seek shelter and food. Their journey is slow and cautious. Every breath they take is part of the greater rhythm of the land. Every rustle of the grass, every crack of a branch in the forest reminds them they are not alone, drawing the listener in. As you rest now, picture yourself among them. The crunch of frozen soil beneath your bare feet, the warmth of animal furs wrapped around your shoulders, the sky above endless, heavy with clouds that drift slowly across the horizon. Each sound in the distance carries meaning. A raven calls, its voice harsh and echoing, a reminder of scavengers circling where prey may have fallen. The wind pushes gently at your side, steady and persistent, carrying the scent of faraway water. You are part of the group, neither ahead nor behind, but moving together, step by steady step. First nightfall. As the light begins to fade, the band finds shelter along a rocky outcrop. The rocks are dark with age, worn smooth by countless rains, but their shapes create a hollow against the wind. Here, beneath the arch of stone, the small community gathers close. There is no fire yet, not as you know it, but there is warmth in shared closeness. They curl against one another, furs and skins pulled tight, their bodies radiating heat into the night. Listen to the stillness, the distant howl of a wolf, the faint scurry of creatures in the brush, and the slow, steady breathing of those beside you. The stars emerge, bright and unclouded, untouched by city lights. They stretch endlessly above, patterns the hominins do not name, but patterns that guide them all the same. The great sweep of the Milky Way arches across the heavens, a glowing river of light reminding you how small and how ancient this moment truly is. And here, wrapped in the safety of the group, you feel a calmness wash over you. The earth is vast, the night is cold, yet within this circle there is warmth, safety, and peace. Morning renewal. Dawn comes quietly. A pale wash of gold brushes the horizon. The air smells of dew and frost, the earth damp beneath your feet. Birds stir in the trees, shaking loose tiny showers of water from the leaves. Breath clouds rise like mist as the group awakens, stretching their limbs, ready to continue. You notice how carefully they move, each step deliberate, conserving strength. They follow the river, its water glinting faintly beneath the morning sun. Sometimes they pause to drink, to gather small roots or berries, or to dig for insects beneath logs and stones. Every action is part of survival. And yet, in the slowness of their journey, there is a rhythm that feels strangely soothing, like the steady beat of a drum or the calm rocking of waves. You fall into this rhythm too, walking, listening, breathing, watching the land shift and change with every mile, harshness of the land. But the northern lands are not easy. The wind sharpens as midday comes, carrying flecks of snow and dust. The ground hardens beneath your steps, cracked with frost. Hunger lingers in the belly. The group searches the undergrowth, pulling up roots and gnawing what they can. Sometimes they find the remains of prey left by predators, scavenging what scraps of flesh remain. It is not abundance, it is survival. Yet within this struggle, there is still beauty. Look around you. The tall silhouettes of trees swaying gently in the wind. The glimmer of ice along the riverbank, sparkling like tiny crystals in the sun. The soft padding of your own footsteps echoing with the group's. Even in hardship, there is wonder. And as you take it in, you feel both fragile and strong, part of something vast, something eternal. Second night. That evening, clouds gather thick and heavy and the cold presses closer. The group huddles again beneath the stone ridge, drawing tight together. This time, there is the faint glow of fire. Just a flicker, uncertain, fragile, but real. Sparks leap against the dark, smoke curling into the night air. The warmth spreads, and for the first time, you feel not just survival, but comfort. The firelight flickers across ancient faces, their eyes reflecting the glow. There is no language here as you know it, only soft sounds, hums, murmurs. Yet those sounds are gentle, reassuring. They remind you that even in the harshest lands, even in the farthest times, there was always connection, always togetherness. The fire crackles softly, blending with the sigh of the wind. And as you lie down beside the warmth, listening to the breathing of the group and the steady pulse of the earth, your body feels heavy, peaceful, and safe. The night is long, but the warmth carries you through. Transition into deeper calm. Now, let your own breathing slow. Imagine the rhythm of footsteps across ancient soil, the hush of winds moving across open plains, the crackle of fire carrying warmth into the cold. You are part of something greater than time, walking a path that would one day lead to all that you know. For now, though, there is only stillness, only peace, only rest. As the land stretches wide and endless around you, let yourself sink deeper into calm, knowing that you are safe, you are warm, and you are carried by the journey itself. The fire lingers in soft embers as dawn unfolds. The night's chill has passed, and now the sky glows faintly pink, stretching wide above the silent plains. The group stirs slowly, their breaths visible in the crisp morning air, their bodies stiff from the cold but warmed by the memory of fire. You rise with them, stepping carefully over the damp earth. The embers crackle faintly, tiny sparks fluttering like fireflies before fading. The warmth is fading, but the sense of comfort remains. For the first time, you feel not only survival, but possibility, a reminder that even in the coldest nights, light can be found. The journey resumes. Ahead, the land stretches open and bare. The grasses grow sparse, patches of frost glittering across the soil. The sky is pale, the clouds heavy with moisture, hinting at snow. The group moves slowly across the plains, their fur coverings tugged by the wind. Step by step, their feet press deep into the hardened ground, leaving behind trails that will soon be erased by the elements. Listen to the sounds here. The whistle of wind brushing across open land, the low rumble of distant herds moving across the horizon, the muffled crunch of earth beneath each footfall. Everything feels vast, endless. The horizon stretches far away, almost unreachable, and yet the group walks steadily forward, carried not by maps or plans, but by instinct, an ancient pull toward survival, toward the unknown lands beyond. Moments of discovery. As the group presses on, the land shifts again. They come upon the edge of a shallow valley where water pools between rocks. The pool is rimmed with ice, but beneath the surface, fish flicker like silver flashes. The group pauses. Excitement stirs. Carefully, they wade into the cold shallows, arms plunging, hands reaching. Their movements are clumsy, but persistence brings reward. Soon, slippery fish are caught, wriggling and shining in the dim light. The sound of soft calls, low hums of satisfaction, ripples through the group. The hunger of yesterday is quieted by this small bounty. You taste the cool air, hear the splash of water, and feel the quiet joy of sustenance found. It is a reminder that even in harsh lands, life always offers something, if one has the patience to search. That night, the group camps once more, but this time, the sky reveals something extraordinary. As darkness falls, shimmering lights unfurl above, the aurora. Green and purple ribbons of light ripple across the heavens, bending and twisting in silence. The group tilts their heads, gazes fixed upward. They do not name it, they do not question it, but they feel it. A vastness, a mystery, a beauty so great it stills the air itself. And you too feel it. The sweep of colors above, the hush of wind below, the fire at your side, small but steady. The aurora moves like a slow dance, weaving across the stars. It feels eternal, as though the sky itself is alive, breathing, dreaming. And beneath it, the group lies close, drifting into slumber with the colors still lingering behind their eyes. The next days bring change. The plains give way to forest once more. Tall, ancient trees rising high, their branches whispering softly in the wind. The air is richer here, heavy with the smell of pine resin and damp leaves. The forest is alive. Birds call out, fluttering between branches. The rustle of underbrush signals the passage of deer, swift and silent. Somewhere deeper within, a predator's growl rumbles low, distant but unnerving. The group moves carefully, weaving between trunks, ears sharp for every sound. They know they are not alone here, yet the forest offers shelter too. Cover from the wind, roots to dig, fruits clinging stubbornly to branches. The rhythm of walking continues. Step by step, the sound of your feet blends with the rustle of leaves, creating a quiet lullaby that carries you deeper into calm. Moments of stillness. One evening, the group settles beside a fallen tree. Its trunk, hollow and moss-covered, shelters them from the cold. The air smells faintly of earth and wood. Here, in the stillness, you notice the gentleness of their world. A child rests against its mother's chest, her heart beats slow and steady. Two elders sit together, their eyes half closed, watching the last rays of sunlight drift across the canopy. There are no words here, no stories spoken aloud, and yet there is communication, through touch, through glances, through the simple rhythm of breathing together. You, too, feel this calm. The forest holds you, embraces you, whispers to you in its timeless voice, rest, breathe, be still. But seasons shift. As the days pass, the air grows colder. Frost lingers longer on the ground, streams freeze at the edges, and the wind carries sharper bites of ice. The group presses on, their movements slower, their hunger deeper. They seek what they can, roots beneath the snow, the marrow of bones left behind, the bark of trees softened and chewed. Yet even in this hardship, the land remains beautiful. Snow drifts glisten like tiny stars. Branches bend under delicate sheets of ice. The cold air sparkles with light, crisp and pure, like crystal. The struggle is real, but the beauty softens it. You walk through this winter world not in fear, but in awe. One night the group gathers again, huddled close. The cold is fierce, pressing at their bones. And then, once more, fire is born. Sparks catch, flames leap, and warmth spreads. This fire is stronger, brighter. It crackles with life, casting long shadows that dance across the snow. The group leans close, hands stretched toward the glow, faces lit in golden light. There is a hum of contentment, a chorus of soft sounds that blend with the rhythm of fire. And in that moment, you feel something greater, something almost sacred. Fire is not only warmth, it is hope. It is survival. It is light against darkness. The flames soothe you. Their crackle becomes a lullaby, steady and endless. The warmth eases every muscle, every breath. And as your eyes grow heavy, you know this journey is not just about moving across the land. It is about finding warmth, connection, and peace, even in the coldest places. Now, breathe deeply. Feel the cold air fill your lungs, then soften into warmth as you exhale. Hear the whispers of the wind, the crackle of the fire, the slow breathing of those around you. This world is harsh, yes, but it is also calm. It teaches patience, it teaches togetherness, it teaches that every step forward is part of a greater story, a story that would one day become your own. And as the night deepens, you feel yourself carried once more into the rhythm of the earth itself, walking, breathing, resting, dreaming. The embers of the fire glow faintly in the gray light of dawn. The frost sparkles like tiny jewels on the ground, and the distant trees stretch their bare branches to the pale sky. The group rises slowly, their bodies stiff but filled with the quiet energy that comes from warmth and sustenance. You step beside them, your breath curling in the cold air, and feel a sense of rhythm settling over the land. The journey continues, but there is calm in the steady steps, in the shared warmth, in the knowledge that together, they and you can endure. Ahead lies a frozen river, wide and shimmering under the weak sunlight. The ice creaks softly, a hollow sound that echoes across the plains. The group tests their footing carefully, one step at a time, listening to the gentle groans of the river beneath them. The water beneath the ice glimmers faintly, reminding you of the life it carries, hidden, but persistent. Fish move slowly in the shadows, and insects cling to reeds just beneath the surface. Every step is cautious, deliberate. You feel the tension in your muscles, the patience in your mind. And yet, there is beauty here. The way the light scatters across the frozen surface, the way the air tastes of clean frost and possibility, the way the wind whispers encouragement as it brushes past. You are part of this world now, moving carefully with each footfall, trusting the rhythm of nature, trusting the instincts that have carried life forward for millions of years. The group discovers a series of small caves at the base of a rocky hill. Their walls are smooth and ancient, carved over time by wind and water. Inside, it is still and quiet, the air warmer than the plains outside. You enter slowly, feeling the earth beneath your hands and the stone against your back. The smell is faintly mineral, mixed with the lingering scent of moss and animal fur. Here, the group rests. The caves offer protection from the wind and snow, a place to gather close and share warmth. Even without words, the sense of connection is strong. Each heartbeat, each breath, each soft murmur blends into a lullaby of survival and togetherness. Peering out from the cave entrance, the landscape stretches endless and quiet. Snow drifts across frozen grasslands. Trees bend under the weight of ice. Distant mountains rise like guardians over the plains. The hominins move with patience and care, their eyes attentive to every detail. The tracks of animals in the snow, the shimmer of frozen streams, the faint glow of sunlight breaking through heavy clouds. You notice, too, how alive the land feels. Even in stillness, it breathes, whispers, waits, and in this stillness, you find yourself slowing down, matching your heartbeat to the rhythm of the earth, letting the vastness of the world around you lull you into peace. In the evenings, the group gathers near a small, protected fire. Its warmth seeps into their muscles, its glow painting their faces in gold. You lie close, feeling the heat seep into your body. Outside, the wind howls across the plains, but here, there is only calm. The firelight flickers, creating gentle shadows that move slowly, almost as if dancing with time itself. Listen carefully. The soft crackle of the flames, the sigh of the wind outside, the slow, steady breathing of the group. Even without words, you feel the lessons of this journey: resilience, patience, connection, and the quiet courage of moving forward through a vast, often unforgiving world. One night, a storm blows in from the north. Snow swirls in thick curtains, whipped by relentless wind. The group huddles close, seeking shelter in their caves, drawing heat from one another. The storm howls, a reminder of the land's power. But within the circle of warmth and firelight, there is calm. The hominins murmur softly, adjusting furs and shifting closer. Every heartbeat, every breath becomes a note in the symphony of survival. You feel the storm's energy around you but are untouched by it. Wrapped in warmth, you notice the beauty in its fury. The way snow sparkles like diamonds, the way wind bends trees in graceful arcs, the way the earth hums beneath it all. After the storm passes, the world seems quieter, softer. The snow settles in delicate layers over the land. Tracks appear, telling stories of animals moving through the cold. Small creatures scurry beneath logs and under rocks. Birds emerge, shaking frost from their wings. The group follows the tracks, curious, careful. They find a fallen tree, hollowed and warm, a place where small animals have nested. They pause to observe, to listen, to learn. Even in survival, there is wonder. Even in hardship, there is curiosity. And you too feel it. The thrill of discovery, the gentle joy of understanding the small miracles hidden in the cold northern lands. As the days pass, the group moves steadily forward. Their movements are measured, deliberate, a quiet dance with the land. Night falls again. The fire glows, warm and steady. You lie close to the group, letting the rhythmic breathing of others fill your mind. The cold is present outside, but inside, there is warmth, safety, and calm. The northern lights appear once more, faint ribbons of green and purple above the horizon. You watch, mesmerized, as they drift across the sky like gentle rivers of light. In this moment, you feel both small and infinite. Small, because the land stretches beyond your sight. Infinite, because you are part of a journey that has lasted millions of years. A journey that continues in the quiet, in the rhythm of life itself. Now, allow your eyes to close. Let the warmth of the fire seep into your skin. Let the gentle rhythm of breathing around you ease your mind. Picture the land one last time. The snow-dusted plains, the towering trees, the frozen rivers, the endless sky. Hear the soft rustle of leaves, the distant call of animals, the whisper of wind across the northern lands. Feel the connection, the rhythm, the steady passage of time. You are safe. You are warm. You are part of a story as old as the earth itself. Breathe in and out. Let the calm of 3.9 million years ago carry you deeper into rest. Let the journey across harsh northern lands lull you into dreams, where the earth is vast, the sky endless, and life, fragile, beautiful, enduring, flows gently all around you. And as your mind drifts, imagine the footsteps of your ancestors, echoing softly through time, guiding you, carrying you, whispering, "You are never alone." Sleep now.